Oh god. Okay, here we go. Labyrinth Zone. This is my least favorite zone in the original Sonic trilogy, let's say. If you count Free and Knuckles as one game, which I do. This zone introduces the concept of drowning, and, well, water in general, because there has not been any water in any of the previous zones. You can enter water and walk around just fine, except way, way, way slower. I think you jump a tad higher as well. And there are these little bubbles just scattered around the water sections, and if you do not take advantage of them and breathe as often as possible, you will probably drown. That would be no good, as the Blue Blow would say himself. And this is just... It's honestly not a bad level. It's just kind of really tricky and I'm not very good at it. There's just so many things out to get you in this zone. Like, just the water alone. I hate the pressure of... oh my god, I might drown. It does my head in. But then you've got fucking spinny balls of doom, really annoying badniks that hop out of the ground and fuck you over, spikes galore, spears, fucking statues that shoot fire at you. This game is just out to get you at this point, and it's not very fun. Yeah, there's the fucking spears making me lose all my rings, as you would expect. But whatever. Just ignore the horrifying drowning music, like, seriously. Sonic the Hedgehog will make you hate any water section in any game ever because of that fucking drowning music. I can honestly not play a game that has a water level and not expect to hear that music. It scarred me for life. And if you've played Sonic, it scarred you too. You know it, do not deny. These badnik here's are kinda annoying. They have 4 spike balls and they shoot them. After they've shot them, they don't get them back, so the strategy for defeating them is simply dodge until they've got an opening, then destroy. It's not that difficult, but they can be very annoying. It's like those fuckers that hop out the ground. If you're not expecting it, that's an easy way to lose all your rings. But we are near the end of Act 1, so it's not that bad. I mean, I'm about to lose all my rings because being right at the end, I'm like, oh, I only need 5 rings. Let me go and get some more. This shouldn't be too oh, fuck. Yeah. Screw you, Labyrinth Zone. And screw you, Zach, for being a moron. Now, if you'll recall, way back when, to my first Sonic the Hedgehog video, it wasn't that long ago, come on, let's be honest. And also, I haven't dropped the subject. Marble Zone was well, I thought it should not have been the second zone, and apparently, from what I've read, Sonic Team were thinking the same, as Labyrinth Zone was originally supposed to be the second zone of Sonic the Hedgehog. No, I'm serious. On the level select, it was originally still in its unaltered form. Labyrinth Zone was second. If they made one right move, it was moving this zone as far away from the intro as they possibly could, because seriously, fuck this zone. But you know, every game has to have a water level. I'm sure once we're done with this, we'll never see Labyrinth Zone ever again. Certain. Right? Please? This room right here is very nice for giving you rings, though. If you can just ignore the fucking statues. I honestly can never get to the special stage in the first act, so hitting a special stage in Act 2 of Labyrinth Zone is not that difficult. Just be careful, because these badniks and traps are particularly painful. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think there's a water zone in any Sonic game I really enjoy except for Sonic 3, honestly. I can't wait till we get to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's my favourite game of all time. And the main reason behind playing these original Sonic games is just so I can play that again. Looking for any excuse, and thank God I had the shield there. You're trying to make me fall? Not today, I say! Orbinaut, not today. Be very, very careful on these, because the game likes to try and screw you over. As you can see the spikes. If we hadn't switched platforms as soon as possible right there, we would have been, well, a squished Hedgehog with an added bonus of a few spikes. Who doesn't want that, right? Who doesn't want that? The score is climbing. I like that. So let's grab a Chaos Emerald and get that score even higher. That seems like a plan to me. Go, go, go. I'm sorry. I have had a comment on my first video telling me I'm completely wrong and that these are difficult to control. Look at that! That was easy! Crazy easy! I was in no risk of dying at any point in that special stage. You guys are wrong. This is the last time I'll mention the subject, but you're just completely and utterly wrong. And pay no attention to the life counter. I definitely did not cut out a bunch of deaths on this level. Oh jeez. Labyrinth Zone, why you do this to me? In particular, there are just some really annoying parts with dickish spike and badnik placement. Like, it's not even the fact that it's water, they are more than generous with the amount of bubbles they give you. It is incredibly hard to die here, but shit like this is where I died a bunch. That spike there will crush you into the ceiling. Even if you have rings, you're dead. That's just dickish placement, I'm sorry. I'm not quite sure why I'm going for the rings, considering no special stages on Act 3, but, you know, it just becomes a force of habit after a while. Gotta get them rings, man. Gotta get my fix. And then you can use said rings to abuse some spikes to get yourself an invincibility, because that's how Sonic works. The music for this zone is good. It's not as good as Spring Yard Zone, but it's still pretty nice. It's a shame that it's constantly getting drowned out by the drowning music. Or, in my case, invincibility boxes. I should... well... no, I was gonna say I should stop getting the invincibility, but no, that would be a dumb... that would be a dumb thing. Stop drowning would be a smart thing, though, and thankfully past Zach took my advice. See, it's things like this, it's just... this in particular isn't so bad, but so much spinny shit. Was it necessary? Imagine if this was the second zone! I do not think Sonic would be as popular as it is today if this was the second zone. At all. And you want to know the worst thing? They bring this zone back! Again! It's in the Master System version, well, Master System and Game Gear version of Sonic the Hedgehog, as well as brought back in Sonic 4! Episode 1, why? Why would you do that? Also, walk jump. That shit's sweet. We are nearing up on the boss of Labyrinth Zone. We're almost done with this aquatic nightmare. Soon we will be free, be able to run fast, play with some fans. Alright, so this boss is pretty much an obstacle course. You don't actually have to hit Robotnik. In fact, it'll probably be smartest if you just ignored him. All you've got to do is just not drown and get to the end. And not die, obviously. And it's fairly easy to die here. What with the water and the spears and the statues. Jesus Christ, so much! But if you calm down, take it slow, you got this. It's not even a particularly long obstacle course, as you see. I spent a long time in the water there and should have drowned, but I still managed it. So, that's Labyrinth Zone, guys. Thank God for that!